Well, it's Wednesday today, and for those of you that need that kind of reminder, maybe you have forgotten what day it is with all the crazy things that are going on. And I wanted to encourage you because today I have Don Gregory, one of our shepherds, here with us to just have a good discussion. I'm calling this Discussions with Don, and I think that'll be really good. I know that our church family needs to hear from our elders, and Don had mentioned to me earlier this week about maybe shooting a video, and so here we are today doing that very thing. So I've got just a few things I wanted to discuss with you, some questions about being a shepherd and these trying times right now, and maybe just some things that may encourage our members and really Christians all over the world when they hear from you. Tell us about how the North Heights shepherds are responding to everything that's going on right now with this virus.
Well, like we talked about before, right now we're trying to, like a lot, I'm sure, take it week by week. Mm-hmm. We did decide for 2 weeks, and that will probably continue for some time. But we're trying to utilize the information that we're receiving from various news media. I work now with Survival Flight, and so we're in the EMS field. So I've gotten a little plugged in there with a lot of our guys who are in the medical industry, and trying to keep up with what is safe, the social distancing, the observance of washing your hands often and those types of things. We all, as shepherds, miss the fellowship and the worshiping together. But we don't want to put anyone in danger.
Right.
And so how long it goes will be dictated on how things progress.
And that seems like a really wise way of doing things, because no one really is able to predict what the next day or week is going to be. And things constantly are changing. So to make a decision too quickly, either way, might prove to be something that you want to come back on. So taking it day by day or week by week is such a more wise decision than to just say, well, we're not going to meet for all of April, and we may not meet in May. Well, let's just play it week by week. So it's important, I think, for our church family to stay in touch. Make sure you're keeping up with everything that's going on in the Daily Bread and Facebook posts, and just keep in touch with each other through texting and phone calls to know what's going on.
And it may, we don't know, but it may be that as things get better, we may ease into it where, prior we didn't have Bible classes, but we had services.
Yes.
So it may progress into that to where we can come back, but we don't have Bible classes. Our services, we still practice the social distancing.
We may spread out more.
May spread out a little bit more until things are more defined. But it's just a wait and see at this point.
What do you think about our online worship, what we're doing right now?
I think it's great. There's all of you are doing a really great job with the sermons on Sunday, the classes for Wednesday night, things like this to try and keep connected. I would encourage everyone to continue to access that. Luann and I, Sunday morning after we watched what you and the guys had put together, we looked at some others. We looked at Keith Harris's Wind Song, is that right? Chris McCurley with the Ripple of Light Ministries that he has going. So there's a lot of good opportunities. We spent a couple hours. We went back and watched some of the things that we had missed that you and Matt had done. So it's really encouraging. It makes you feel like you're connected because other people are participating in a likewise manner.
That's fantastic. How do you think the church, like worldwide, is responding to this pandemic? Do you think that we are going to be stronger? Do you think we have a good opportunity, or do you think we've cowered down?
I think you have to be realistic and think there probably will be some who maybe fall away because of this. But I think overall, foundationally, I think that it's going to strengthen the church. We have a lot of ways to communicate and to keep in touch. We have our shepherding groups that we utilize. We have the group text, the the elders, deacons, and ministers, the shepherds, the leadership.
Yeah.
We're in constant contact
Yeah.
with that. There's a lot of different ways to stay connected and to be strengthened through this. I think someone on social media had posted, the church isn't missing, it's deployed.
Yeah.
And
Good
and I like that.
Yeah.
Because we have a tremendous opportunity
Yeah.
to have a great influence on people.
Mm-hmm.
Being out in public, going to Walmart. I personally, when I have to go,
Right.
I make it a point to thank the people who are working at Walmart.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really amazing how much you can tell they appreciate that.
Yeah.
Healthcare providers, EMS, firefighters, police. If you have opportunities to thank those people, you need to, because it means a lot.
Yeah.
And again, it shows us in our Christian behavior and our attitudes towards other people.
Yeah. And it reminds me of what Sean spoke about on Sunday, about us having the opportunity to be the light. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, and that's what the church is supposed to be. And if there's ever a time that the church can be that light, it is right now, for sure. Because there's a lot of negativity that goes on, a lot of wickedness that even happens right now, and the church can be that example of what is right and teach others.
And you can find, and that's the thing that frustrates me with the media, is that you find what you look for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to look for negative, naysaying, you can find that. But you can also find stories of people helping other people. Someone who can't get what they need, and they get it for them. We have that program that Luke Williams is heading. If you need groceries, if you need someone to help you learn how to order on Walmart, you need someone to go get something for you, we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a good list of people who have volunteered to do that.
And another thing, I've thought about older folks or technologically challenged folks that say, well, I want to watch services online, but I don't even know how to do that. Mm-hmm. Well, we can walk them through that.
Walk you through it.
And we'll take the necessary precautions to be able to come in your home and be able to set that up. But if someone needs even that kind of help, I'd be willing to help somebody with that.
And there's so many other things. Luann and a group of ladies here from church are making masks.
Yeah, exactly.
And, for the hospitals. And she made several masks for our children who are in Northwest Arkansas who are in the healthcare industry. There's just so many ways that you can help and be a light, that it's kind of like, instead of looking for what we can't do, let's look for what we can do.
Yes, that's a great attitude to have. Well, I know that our shepherds here at North Heights, they're prayerful shepherding men. And I know that they're praying all the time, and I know that they're praying specifically right now. But let me get personal here. Tell me about your prayer life. Tell me what you do in your prayers, and what are you specifically praying about?
Well, personally, because both Luann and I are working at home, and we're lucky enough to be able to do that, I decided that when we made that change, I was going to keep my same schedule as far as work. And my schedule, 7 days a week, is I get up around 4 o'clock, 4:30. I get up, I get around, I get dressed. I come downstairs, I kind of get everything set, get the coffee going and do some other things. Luann doesn't get up until a little bit later. But then I literally will sit down in the recliner and lean back and I pray. Mm-hmm. And I pray for our members. I, here lately with this, pray for our nation's leadership of our nations. Friends, family, just those who have lost loved ones, those who are sick, Miss Ernie with her injury, those who have had surgery, those who have lost loved ones.
Right.
And, I spend that time in prayer and meditation, and then 6:30, 7 o'clock, I start my day.
Yeah.
We're lucky enough I've got the dining room area and I can shut it off, and Luann's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And, I work just like I do at home.
Yeah.
or at the office.
Yeah.
I take my lunch break. I work till 5. Of course, I still work in the evenings if there's something that comes up because my computer's right there. But having those types of things help you get through the day.
Yeah, some sense of normalcy.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I appreciate that so much because I know that I've received texts from you and the other ministers have as well, just encouraging us and telling us what a good job we're doing. And that kind of communication and encouragement really goes a long way. And so I just want to thank you for that as well. And I appreciate all the prayers that you are saying on behalf of the world and specifically our own members here at North Heights. Tell me this, how are the shepherds still able to shepherd through all of this? Tell me about, are y'all still available? What's going on with that?
And we were just talking about that in January we reevaluated and readdressed and got our shepherding groups put together.
Yeah. Which
some of y'all know a while ago we had where each shepherd has a shepherding group. And we redid those, put those together, got them all put together. And so each shepherd has a group. And I know that we've all been reaching out probably through text, how I do, checking on people. And then there are other people that aren't in my group that I got in the habit of checking on those who have had, a medical issue or just something going on with their family that I'm aware of. And we all do that. And then we communicate with the group text that's just the shepherds. We share information. Hey, I found this out. This is going on. Surgery, different things like that.
Yeah.
And so we still have that. I mean, I guess that's the good thing about technology. There are bad things about technology, but having the ability to text and check on people or call or through the Facebook, the North Heights Facebook, or through social media in itself, has really been a very good positive. And again, it's one of those things. It can be negative. Social media can definitely be negative. But in this case, it has been a positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
In allowing us to keep those connections.
Yeah.
And as the shepherds, I think I can speak for all of them, we want everyone to know that we're available.
Yeah.
Call us, text us, come by the house, but stand 6 foot out in the yard. And but we're available for anything that someone might need.
Yeah.
We have to make adjustments.
Yeah.
My former martial arts instructor was a Marine, and he always said, the Marine Corps, improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, that's wonderful to know because I think people want to see that we are just as active and maybe even more so making that effort to be involved and connected in each other's lives.
Yeah.
And that's so helpful to know that y'all are still available. We may have to get creative, like you said, on how we execute that part of the ministry, but we're willing to do that. And that's really important for our people to know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, I want you to know as well that, like what Don was saying, we're still available. So if people want Bible studies, that still can happen. It might have to happen over Skype or FaceTime or texting.
Zoom or conference call.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We can still study the Bible. We can still teach people the truth, and we're more than willing to do that. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time today to be here to discuss these things and to communicate to our church family about what you're willing to do as shepherds and even getting on more of a personal level with what you're praying about specifically. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
If you have any questions or any comments whatsoever, please let us know. We are more than willing to help you with whatever need you have. God bless and stay safe.